Hey, boys and girls, I have a fun story for us since we were just out of school for election day. I have a story about Duck from Click Clack Moo, cows that type, called Duck for President. The duck is back. It's by Doreen Cronin and illustrated by Betsy Lewin. Or Lewin, I'm not sure how she says her name. Duck for president. You think Duck would make a good president? I'm not sure about that. Let's see what happens when Duck runs for president. Duck for president. It says vote. Running a farm is very hard work. At the end of each day, Farmer Brown is covered from head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, mud, muck, and coffee stains. He doesn't smell very good either. Those chickens have passed out. The pigs are even making faces. The animals have chores to do too. Pigs clean under the beds. Cows weed the garden. Sheep sweep the barn. Duck take out the trash, mow the lawn, grind coffee beans. Do you have any chores? You might have chores. At the end of each day, the pigs are covered in lint bunnies, the cows are covered in weeds, the sheep are covered in dust, and Duck is covered in tiny bits of grass and espresso beans. You know what espresso beans are? It's for making coffee. Duck did not like to do chores. He did not like picking tiny bits of grass and espresso beans out of his feathers. Why is Farmer Brown in charge anyway? Thought Duck. What we need is an election. He made a sign and hung it up in the barn. Farmer Brown must go. Farm election tomorrow. The next morning, Farmer Brown found a poster on his front door. Vote Duck for a kinder, gentler farm. Look at his face. He's a little surprised, isn't he? I wonder if he'll get as frustrated as when the cows were typing. Farmer Brown was furious. He ran to the barn and found the animals registering to vote. Look at him. He's getting so red. Yeah, he's a little mad still. Voter registration. Voters must 1. Live on the farm. 2. Show valid ID. 3. Be at least this tall. But Duck is scratching it out. Let's see why. The mice got together and protested the height requirement. So Duck crossed it off. Yeah, because the mice weren't going to be able to vote. They said, that's not fair. You can't make that a reason we can't. On election day, each of the animals filled out a ballot and placed it in a box. The vote was counted, and the results were posted on the barn wall. F. Brown, 6. Duck, 20. Who has more? Duck. Uh-oh. Can we tell from Farmer Brown's body how he feels about it? Yeah, he is not happy, is he? Farmer Brown demanded a recount. 1 sticky ballot was found stuck to the bottom of a pig. The new tally was F. Brown, 6. Duck, 21. The voters had spoken. Duck was officially in charge. Think he'll do better than Farmer Brown? Running a farm is very hard work. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, mud, muck, and coffee stains. Running a farm is no fun at all, thought Duck. That night, Duck and his staff started working on Duck's campaign for governor. Vote for me. I'm a duck, not a politician. So he's decided he doesn't want to be a farmer. It's too much work. Do you think a governor is less work? Oh, well, let's see. Duck left Farmer Brown in charge and hit the campaign trail. He visited small town diners. He marched in parades. He went to town meetings. He gave speeches that only other ducks could understand. You know, we wouldn't understand quack, 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 would we? On election day, the voters filled out their ballots in booths all over the state. The vote was counted and the results were posted in the local paper. Duck wins by a nose. Miss Governor, 299,999. Duck, 300,000. Could she believe she's been beat? Yeah, she's so surprised. Look at her. The governor demanded a recount. 2 sticky ballots were found stuck to the bottom of a plate of pancakes. There they are. The new tally was Miss Governor, 299,999. Duck, 300,002. The voters had spoken. Duck was officially in charge. Running a state is very hard work. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in hairspray, ink stains, scotch tape, fingerprints, mayonnaise, and coffee stains. And he had a very bad headache. Running a state is no fun at all, thought Duck. That night, Duck and his staff started working on posters for the presidential election. A duck for a change. I like duck. Duck, making us proud again. Oh, I think the president's job would be even harder than the governor and the farmer. What do you think? Think he'll figure that out before it's too late? Let's see. Duck left his staff in charge and hit the campaign trail. He kissed babies in local diners. He rode in parades. He gave speeches that only other ducks could understand. He even played the saxophone on late-night television. Look, that baby is so surprised he's kissing her. It's kind of silly, isn't it? On election day, the voters filled out their ballots in booths all over the country. The vote was counted, and the results were announced on CNN. Decision America. Mr. President, 50,546,165. Duck, 50,546,170. Check it out. These numbers are the same, right? So if we look at it, is 165 more or 170? 170. The president demanded a recount. 10 sticky ballots were found stuck to the bottom of the vice president. The new tally was, Mr. President, 50,546,165. Duck, 50,546,180. More people voted for Duck. The voters had spoken. Duck was officially in charge. I don't think I'd want a duck for a president. I think these people are silly to vote for Duck. Running a country is very hard work. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in face powder, paper cuts, staples, security badges, Secret Service agents, and coffee stains. And he had a very bad headache. Running a country is no fun at all, thought Duck. Yeah, I would not want that job. Then he checked the help wanted ads. Duck needed, no experience necessary, must be able to mow the lawn and grind coffee beans. So we could go back to the farm. Duck left the vice president in charge and headed back to the farm. At the end of each day, Farmer Brown is now covered from head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, mud, muck, and coffee stains. And Duck? Do you think he went back and he's mowing and grinding the coffee? Is working on his autobiography. Do you know what an autobiography is? He's writing a story about himself. So far, he's marked out a few sentences and he said, running a farm is very hard work. Yeah. That crazy Duck. So today you have a page where you can print, if you have a printer at home, where you can print this. If not, you can totally use this side of your paper or notebook paper. But I want you to think about, what would you do if you were president? And it already starts, if I were president, I would. What would you do? I drew this picture that says peace. This is the symbol for peace. Because if I were president, I would try to help others be treated kindly. I want us to live in peace. That's what I would wish for the world. So if I were president, I would try to help find ways for everybody to treat each other with kindness and live in peace together. We don't all have to think the same thing, but I want us to treat each other kindly. So if I were president, I would try to do that. That's what my writing is. And then I can upload it to the classroom. I'm looking forward to see what would happen. What would you do if you were president? Maybe you'd make a law that everybody has to eat ice cream on Fridays. I don't know. What would you do if you were president?